Hello students, I am Dr. Mrs. Manjula Prasad, Associate Professor and HOD Physics, Mahila College, Chaibasa. Today we will discuss encoder. Encoder is a device that performs the process of coding. As you know, this coding word is not a new for you all. You know, coding is being done from the very ancient time, either for the reason of security or for authenticity or maybe some other thing. But here we will discuss the encoder with respect to a computer. An encoder is defined as a logic circuit which has many input lines, but the outputs are coded patterns which identifies each of the inputs. In other words, we can say that an encoder has a number of inputs, only one of which is in logic state 1, and generates a particular code for each combination of the inputs. In general, 2 to the power capital N input lines can be encoded by an n-bit code. That means if the code is expressed with 3 binary bits, the number of input lines that can be encoded is 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. In the case of 4 binary bits, the number of input lines that can be coded is 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16 and so on. Now, let us find out why this coding is necessary. Suppose we want to convey some information on a keyboard from the keyboard to a computer machine. The information may consist of alphabets, digits, symbols, punctuations, arithmetic operations also. But the problem is that the computer recognizes only binary numbers. So we must encode these information into specific binary numbers. Depending on the number of characters on a keyboard, the minimum number of bits required for encoding can be determined. For example, if the number of characters on a keyboard is 98, say, a minimum bits required for encoding will be 7 because this 2 to the power 6 is less than 98, so it will not serve our purpose, and this 98 is less than 2 to the power 7. So if we consider 7 bits, then our purpose will be solved. So now let us simplify the above example by limiting the keyboard characters to only 10 keys for decimal numbers 0 to 9. A 4-bit output code will be necessary as 2 to the power 3 is 10 less than 10 is less than 2 to the power 4. So the truth table for encoding the decimal numbers from 0 to 9 is given below. In the truth table, you find that there are very much blank positions. I have written the outputs from right to left, that is, on the extreme right I have written A, then B, then C, then D. And also in the case of inputs, I have started from extreme right and I have represented them by K0, K1, K2, K3, K4, K5, K6, K7, K8 and then K9. But you can write these inputs and outputs in the reverse order also. That means you may start from K0, then K1, K2, K3 and go on writing. Then in that case you will write K9 in the place of K0, which is shown in this figure, and similarly you will start A, B, C and then D. That will not make any difference in the calculation or the Boolean expressions, anything. But the blank positions in the table are at logic 0, which I did not find necessary to represent, so they have not been written to avoid clumsiness. Now let us observe this truth table. From the truth table, it is clear that A is equal to 1 when K1 is equal to 1, or it is equal to 1 when K3 is equal to 1. Similarly for K5, K7, K9, in all these cases this A is equal to 1. Similarly, we can find out the conditions for B. This B is equal to 1 when this K. So A is equal to K1 plus K3 plus K5 plus K7 plus K9, which is actually read as K1 or K3 or K5 or K7 or K9. Similarly for B, this is equal to K2 plus K3 plus K6 plus K7, and C is equal to K4 plus K5 plus K6 plus K7. And lastly, this D is equal to K8 plus K9. So in this way, we have got the Boolean expressions for the outputs A, B, C and D. Figure 1a below shows the symbol of a N outputs encoder, and figure 1b represents the decimal to binary encoder respectively. So the OR gate combinations for A, B, C and D represented by Boolean expressions 1 to 4 together with the inputs K0 to K9 work as encoder. Thus the decimal to binary encoder requires 4 OR gates as shown in the figure 1b, which are arranged as in the figure. Since each decimal digit is encoded by 4 binary digits, this is also known as decimal to BCD encoder. The logic circuit in figure 1b can be easily converted to an electronic circuit. Diodes can perform the OR function, we know that. Such an encoder is called a diode matrix ROM, that is read-only memory, and such encoder has been shown in the figure 2 below. In this figure you find these switches are as usual, except with the difference that there is one key more which has been represented by K10, because diode has to be connected. So the other point of the diode, that is the cathode, that also needs a key for connection or the line for connection. And here you will find 4 resistances, and the power supply is being represented by plus minus 5V. So an encoding matrix to transform a decimal number into a binary code BCD has been shown in this figure. In a similar way, octal to binary encoder can be designed. The table 2 below shows the truth table for encoding octal numbers to binary. From the truth table, we again get the Boolean expressions for A, B and C as follows, which can be verified from the truth table. This is A is equal to K1 plus K3 plus K5 plus K7. Then B is equal to K2 plus K3 plus K6 plus K7. And C is equal to K4 plus K5 plus K6 plus K7. As is evident from the Boolean expressions, each of the output bits require an OR gate as in the previous case. Therefore, octal to binary encoder requires 3 OR gates arranged as shown in the figure 3 below. Now let us consider this truth table for encoding the octal numbers to 7. Here the outputs have been represented by A, B, C, and for octal numbers we have only 0 to 7, so the inputs have been represented by K0 to K7. And everywhere, as you find as in the previous case, I have again not written the logic state 0 because we are interested with the logic state 1, so we are not concerned about this 0. If you want, you may write the 0 at all blank spaces. It is your wish. Now let us consider the inputs. Here the inputs keys have been represented by K0 to K7, and there are 3 OR logic gates, and the output has been represented by A, B, C, as you know. So this is the circuit of a logic circuit of a octal to binary encoder, and this you can understand very well from the previous case also. In the same way, hexadecimal to binary encoder can be designed, and if you want, you can use a try for this. Note, however, the question may arise here: what will happen if more than one key is pressed simultaneously by accident or by mistake? In that case, a priority encoder such as IC 74147 is used to determine which input has the highest priority. It is so called because it gives priority to the highest order input in terms of binary digits, of course. For example, if K3 and K8 are depressed simultaneously, then the output will correspond to K8, that is 1000, and not K3, that is 0011. So one difference you will find here, that in the case of priority encoder, ICs are being used. In simple encoders, we can use diode for the formation of electronic circuits. Now let us discuss the use of encoders. Encoders are used to translate rotary or linear motion, that is mechanical movement, into a digital signal. This is done for the purpose of monitoring or controlling motion parameters such as speed, rate, direction, distance, or position of a machine still building and shipping. There are other usage of encoders also, but I have not mentioned here because in the syllabus it has been written basic idea of encoders and decoders. So this is for today. I shall stop here. Thank you.